As they survey the wreckage, many Brazilians are asking themselves, just how could this happen? Sunday's attack on the epicenter of power in Brasilia was carried out by those who contest the election of Lula Inacio da Silva and are violently opposed to what he stands for. But the circumstances that allowed them to storm public buildings are now under scrutiny.
We're
not just going to investigate those who are possibly victims, who were possibly instrumentalized, and who possibly received help, snacks, food to come here to protest. Because the principals certainly didn't come here, and we want to know who financed it. There was an explicit connivance of the police supporting the demonstrators, even here inside the palace. Brazilian army soldiers were talking to people as if they were allies.
Authorities in Brasilia are now investigating the role of the security forces who have been accused of negligence and sympathy with the protesters. Social media was certainly key in the preparation of the riots via pro-Bolsonaro groups on messaging services like WhatsApp and Telegram. And as protesters trashed computers, furniture and treasured artworks on Sunday, encouragement came from the virtual sphere too, with far-right political strategist and media figure Steve Bannon calling those involved Brazilian freedom fighters. Bannon's long been linked to Brazil's former president and to his son, Eduardo Bolsonaro, and has used his outright platforms to amplify their messages.
Now, Bolsonaro had already laid the ground for an uprising of this sort. We had had political analysts warning of it for months. He sowed doubt about election results and said that the electronic voting system that's been in use since 1996 and has never had any proof of fraud was susceptible to fraud.
Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, has said it will take down content that praises the storming of democratic institutions in Brasilia. And while his role in the January 6th Capitol riots in the US saw Donald Trump suspended from most social media channels, Jair Bolsonaro remains active and quite vocal on Twitter.